Hello and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike, and I play with one very poisonous berry on the field.
I'm Kevin. Mochi, mochi, mochi. Physical, 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 Among Us.
We found a new sound.
Physical, 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 Among Us. Here, I'm going to give you another one.
Yeah.
Mochi, 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 Pekaran.
I think this is going to be old in a week. I think that sound is going to be old in a week.
Oh, I thought you meant Pokésports. Pokésports is going to be old. I'm going to be old.
We were old about 174 episodes ago.
Okay.
I think we peaked
that's not
around,
okay, we peaked somewhere.
Episode. Around the math episode, yeah. I think that was top Pokésports.
What's wrong with you guys?
Hey,
that's your favorite episode?
I'm a little sad because, like, we started this in the pandemic.
Since the Pandora.
We started this in the Pandora, and we started this in the Paradox. Since then, podcasts have taken off in a big way for people who are in close proximity to one another. You see like a ton of TikToks and a ton of like shorts and videos, actual videos of people in like full on studios that they've just gone and built with like neon signs and grass walls and I don't know, shrubbery. They just do their own thing. It's great. I want to do that, but I'm in Canada and you're in the Jersey.
Hey, we have our own background decoration. Look.
Yeah, that's true.
Christmas lights.
You've got Christmas lights. I've got this today.
You've got the roaring mane, the rainbow mane.
This is Paradox Pie Roar. All right. For those who are watching the video episode, you're welcome.
King of the jungle.
I mean, do I feel great that I'm still doing this in a bedroom? No. I want to be in a studio with you,
Mike
buddy.
Has a bed behind him. What a loser.
Yeah, but no, instead we just have to wait until anytime we see each other in person, which will be soon.
Also true.
We're going to see each other in
physical.
We're going to see each other in physical.
In physical. Oh, yeah. I was wondering where the reference to that soundboard was going to be.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he's just playing the soundboard.
We can high five and it'll be
physical. Among Us?
Among Us isn't part of it, but it'll be physical. Physical high fives.
Anyone tired of it yet?
Uh-oh. LA Knight has something to say about that.
LA Knight's a little tired of it.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's get into the podcast, okay? Congratulations. We have the full game. The game's full now. You can all go home.
It's more fuller than the last time it was full.
Yeah. Peccarunt. I don't know. I think if you call it Peccarunt, you're Kevin. And if you call it Petcharunt, you're Mike.
Peccaberry. It's
here now. There's a small DLC thing that Kevin, I will read verbatim what he said to me today. Let me see. I just need to scroll up. Wow, we've talked a lot today. Look at us. He asked me, okay, perfect. At 1:40 p.m., he said, reminder to play the DLC sequel before tonight's pod. Just realized it's out now. To which it was 1:40 p.m. and I was at work. And then after work finished, I had to go to my in-laws. So did I play the DLC? No, not today. I didn't play the DLC. Kevin, tell me all about the DLC.
That's why I did the dance. You didn't get it.
Oh, well, I know the dance.
That's the mochi dance.
That was leaked like weeks ago. So I, of course, have seen the chicken dance, mochi dance.
It's fun. It's all right. It's literally just, I finished it in like less than an hour. It's a little tiny sprinkle. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Generation 4 stuff when there used to be a mystery gift for like an event Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like a mythic Pokemon, like Arceus, like Shaman. There was always like a little bit of an extra tidbit in there, you know?
Like the tiniest bit of story about it. I remember the Keldeo one was pretty cool.
And like Darkrai, you had to go to the kid's house, etc. Stop it from sleeping.
I do not remember that, and that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, you had that kid that was stuck in a coma in that game. You had to go wake it up. Apparently, Darkrai was tormenting him in his dreams.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. I guess we won't spoil too much about it, but the whole town gets poisoned by Peckerunts and eventually
the story. I haven't played it, and I'm pretty sure you just spoiled all of it if it's an hour.
Did anyone have doubts of what the story would be at that point? The trailer pretty much told you.
That's fair.
It's called Mochi Mayhem.
Oh,
I'll
so
let
it's
you
just all
put
about the
pieces
mochi.
Yeah. Mochi.
Wow. So by doing that, spoiler, you get a new Pokemon, and it's called Pecharunt, and it's very fun. I played with it on a random battle the other day, and it was so fun to play with.
Is it actually good? Or is it garbage?
Well, it's fun in singles. I don't know how good it is in doubles, because again, I've only been playing it in random battles singles. So it is the subjugation Pokemon, if you can believe that.
That's a cool thing. That's a big word. Like that's
it has the ability. It has the ability Poison Puppeteer, which poisons. When Pecharunt poisons your opponent, they will also become confused, which personally I thought was great. So much fun.
The duckies.
Yeah, the double duckies.
The double ducks.
Yeah. So if you think about it like this, if you toxic a Pokemon, or if you're like Sludge Wave or whatever, poisons a Pokemon, they also become confused.
Not too shabby. I mean, honestly,
that's it.
Could be a lot worse. I mean, the stats are also not the worst thing ever. Base 160 defense, like, hello, why did that happen? I guess because some Mochi is hard. I don't know.
Mochi is, it's really durable, so it can take a lot
of physical.
Yeah. Its signature move is Malignant Chain, which is 100 power, 100 accuracy, has a 50% chance of badly poisoning the target. So you know when I said
50?
Toxic? Yeah, it's 50, dude.
Brother has Sacred Fire Poison.
Yeah. And brother has Sacred Fire Poison Fusion.
Okay, that doesn't seem too horrible. I'm sure it's not going to see like a lot of competitive play, but that sounds fun.
You don't think so?
This feels like singles though. I'm saying doubles. Maybe not doubles, but it feels singles.
That's fair. I mean,
because you think about how much Toxic Chain is used in VGC nowadays. Not
sure.
Really.
Sure. I think, okay, again, I've been playing a lot of random battles, and I see that a ton in singles, because it is such a good secondary effect to just, pop a status on somebody for giving them a Drain Punch or a Fake Out or something.
I'm looking at the moves this gets. A lot of supportive moves.
Sure.
You got things like Parting Shot, Fake Tears, Toxic, Nasty Plot, Recover. It has Recover, so if you can get tankier, that's terrifying. Does get Sludge Wave.
For VGC, playing in that space, I feel a little weird about it having 88 speed and having Parting Shot, just because I'm so used to things with Prankster having Parting Shot.
Tell you what,
being fast.
It's faster than Rillaboom.
Yeah, that's 3.
True. So you might be able to speed creep some Rillas, hit him with the Malignant Chain, get that poison going. Okay, hold on. I'll decide if this is
usable.
I'll decide if this is usable.
Right now, Kevin, decide.
Move? It looks like it is not a spread move.
Malignant Chain? No, it is not.
Yeah. If that was, GG.
Yeah. If Malignant Chain was a 100 power, 100 accuracy spread move, yeah, very, very usable.
It would win. I would understand.
Toss that thing out. It has 160 base defense and 88 stats and everything else. 160 is huge.
But it doesn't get body press.
Why did I was about to say, why does it need body press, but it totally needs body press.
160 defense, yeah. That would have been nice.
Yeah. If this were a Pokemon with iron defense and body press, that would be insane.
Yeah, it gets defense curl, but that's only a +1.
Yeah.
But you don't need defense curl.
I don't think so.
It's not that great.
Feel free to drop a comment on this video on YouTube or leave a Q&A on Spotify if you know a fun set for Peccharunt. I'm going to just bounce between Pecharunt and Peccharunt.
Yeah, we can't be wrong if we say both.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're an inclusive podcast, guys.
Then people make comments and like, oh, Mike, he said the wrong words sometimes.
Oh, poor Mikey.
That's the people laughing at me.
Everyone laugh at Mike. People are wondering where you are, Mike. They must not watch the podcast.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm editing. I put myself in the videos every now and then. I think we mentioned this last week as well. But yeah, I like to put a little bit of me in there.
Believe it or not, guys, Mike's doing the harder work.
Somehow.
It's easier getting on the ladder and just spanking some kids, but it's, Mike's doing all the hard work.
I don't like that. I like it at all.
Spanking some pecker runts,
It's not better. That's not better. Of all of the things that you said, that's not great. But yeah, go and grab yourself a pecker runt. It's a good Pokemon, maybe.
It might win you a game.
Right. Is it usable in VGC right now?
It's not legal, no.
Oh, okay.
Big sad. Maybe next
very sad.
season.
Okay. Well, Overload went and shared something very interesting on Twitter today.
Stats.
Overload Events Pokemon Regionals Charlotte Gen 19 is the name of that Twitter account right now. Big long name.
Thanks for letting us know.
The final ingredient is, of course, all of you. I see they have gone and played the DLC as well. We can't wait to see all of the TCGs, Masters, Seniors, Juniors, VGCs, Masters, Seniors, Juniors, and GOs competitors, plus all of the spectators. And they gave numbers for each of those things. And this is going to be a very big regionals. Oh my gosh.
This is the highest numbers I think we've ever seen, especially for the second year of a game's life cycle.
Right.
Like, this is nuts.
I don't know. Is that outside of the regionals as well? Not regionals, nationals as well? Was Ohio more than this?
I think it was about this.
It was about this. It was pretty close.
Yeah. It was like an 870s around there.
All right. TCG went, oh my goodness, 2,268 Masters players, 244 seniors, 194 juniors. VGC has 863 Masters, 37 seniors, 18 juniors, and Go has 97 competitors. Plus, there are 640 spectators. And yes, we did add that up. It adds up to 4,363 people attending this event in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's more people than North Carolina. I'm not great on my American geography, but I'm pretty sure that's more people than North Carolina.
I'm surprised we got an Airbnb as late as we did at that point. Holy.
And now I'm thinking, I don't actually know how close we got it to the place, but I'm thinking that all the Airbnbs in the general area are probably all taken up.
That's so many. Even for Masters, that's so many. If all of that's assuming everybody shows up. If everyone on that list shows up, we hit kicker and then some. So
100%.
Like, if top 256 might get CP, which is nuts.
Yeah. And this is going to be one for me that I actually try and get CP. The last one,
Your hometown?
in Toronto, where I was just like, okay, I'm doing this for the Korean barbecue after. My goal was to get to day 2. And if I wasn't going to hit day 2, then that's okay. I'm done. But to this one, I'm still going to try and hit day 2. Yeah. But next week, I am just going to try and get those championship points. Because, that's pretty great. I just want to be a part of history,
Look at me. I have points next to my name.
Exactly. This one I care about. And it's not so that I have points next to my name. It's so that I can, have something taken away from Charlotte, the regionals where there were so many people.
So what are you bringing, Mike? I don't know.
I don't know.
We're gonna look at some Portland teams. Mike's probably gonna pick the first place one and bring it. That's usually what happens.
No. Unless it has that Kurtastic Incineroar. I don't know, man. I really want to bring that Kurtastic
is that
Incineroar.
What you're doing? Oh, you can't. Dragon Cheer is banned.
Oh yeah.
GG.
Oh no! Wait a second. Wow.
They're holding you back, Mikey.
Yeah, they're holding me back from that.
You're so happy to
okay.
have that soundboard back.
I'm so happy. But you know what? When I looked at the soundboard, you know what was missing? The jazz.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what was breaking it.
I think that was actually what was breaking it because it was a 1 hour sound file. Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe I put a little
that.
too much in the hopper and it wouldn't continue. Kevin just dropped all his dishes.
Just one bottle.
So yeah, what was I going to say about that? I forgot. Whatever. The Incineroar is unfortunately then going to have to be whatever a normal Incineroar. I was going to bring not the Incineroar. I was going to bring that upper hand Talonflame, normal Entei, normal
Weakness
Terra
policy,
Entei,
normal Terra E-Speed Entei.
I still think that's great. I still think that's so great.
Because if you think about all the Follow Me users that exist right now, currently, it's mostly Wellspring Ogerpon. So
right.
If it leads Wellspring Ogerpon, you just Brave Bird it instead. Like, okay, well, you want to do that here.
The question is, how many people can I trick with that? How many people can I? I don't know.
I will tell you this: it's. I don't think that's a horrible strategy.
Okay.
Because on paper, it's not obvious what you're doing.
Right.
You could just be a Talonflame with upper hand because upper hand on its own is a good move. It's not like you're a Brick Break on a Dusclops. Like you know what's gonna happen. Why else would you have Brick Break on Dusclops? I feel and like then E-Speed on Entei is so normal too.
Yeah,
but the
that's
thing,
true.
It kind of hides it well because it's normal. So if you put them far away from each other and your opponent's a little bit inexperienced, you could just really catch them off guard.
While true, I think that is something that people could potentially. The one downside to this is with open team sheets. I think people could piece that together by seeing weakness policy on Entei. Seeing like weakness policy normal and then or Terra normal and then a Talonflame beside it, people will look at that and be like, okay, what is there any way to self-trigger this? Do people even think about self-triggering weakness policy? I don't know. Maybe that's just us because we've had 3 years of experience doing that for Dynamax in Sword and Shield.
Here's what we do, Mike. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna stick Mach Punch on a random other Pokemon on that team.
Okay.
So that when you lead, so that they look at it, they're like, oh, they Mach Punch into themselves and set the weakness policy. So then when you lead Entei and not that Mach Punch user, they will never see it coming. And
you put that one beside the Entei on the team sheets. Okay. Yeah,
we're gaming them. This is the meta game.
We do have to throw away a Mach Punch. Like throw away a move on a Pokemon by doing that.
You gotta find a Pokemon that can run Mach Punch somewhat successfully.
There is no Pokemon that can do that, by the way. Let's just toss Conkeldurr in there, and now we're throwing away a Pokemon.
Is this Kevin opening Showdown? Yes.
Is this Michael opening Pikalytics?
Oh, that's probably smarter than Showdown.
Yeah, we've got Hitmontop, Magmar, and Conkeldurr as your top 3.
Hitmontop, Magmar, and Conkeldurr.
Hey, listen, I guess I could put Hitmontop on that.
Hitmontop isn't bad, especially with
Yes,
White
it is. Yes, it is.
Don't try and cope. We haven't gotten into the Blueberry Prologue yet, and I'm waiting to talk about it because I did have some experience playing the Blueberry Prologue. If you're watching this the day it comes out, there will be a YouTube video later today of me playing in it. But Hitmontop was legitimate in that metagame.
Really?
Because the only restricted Pokemon legal was Terapagos, so everyone and their mother was going to run it. So Hitmontop is a fighting type Pokemon that can hit Terapagos for super effective damage, can fake it out to break its I guess, multi-scale, or whatever you want to call it, and has Wide Guard to stop the Starstorm once you Terastallize. Hitmontop is the perfect answer.
For those who are curious about what that is, the Blueberry Prologue.
It's funny because when I was doing the intro, I also messed it up.
Really?
And then I had to redo that intro 3 times. So keep that in mind when you're editing the video.
Perfect. You got it. The Blueberry Prologue runs from January 14th to January 12th to January 14th. I'm so glad that I didn't do a video on that. I would have messed it up 6 different times.
The Blueberry Po Boy.
The Blueberry Po Boy?
We replaced the lobsters with blueberries.
The competition only allows Pokemon caught in the Blueberry Academy.
Yeah, the Blueberry Dex.
The Blueberry Dex, yeah. So Hitmontop is actually quite a relevant Pokemon when you look at the rest of the roster. There aren't like a ton of fighting type Pokemon in there.
Did I show you my team? You want to see?
No, I haven't seen your team.
It's actually pretty great. It was built by Pierre because, I couldn't be bothered to think about it.
Look at you sounding like a rich man.
I don't know what Terrapago do.
That's fair. So Blueberry Prologue Terrapagos is the name of this. You have a Terrapagos with Power Herb and Incineroar with Safety Goggles. Are you okay if I blow up your spot? We've still got a couple more days of this Blueberry Prologue.
That's okay. That's fine.
Okay, sweet. Rillaboom with Miracle Seed.
I don't actually care.
Good. Whimsicott with Focus Sash, Empoleon with Assault Vest, and Raging Bolt with Booster Energy. That's pretty cool. Boosted. This Blueberry Prologue does not provide championship points, as far as I am aware, correct?
You literally just get LP. That's it. Points.
Okay. The thing that we already have like 2 billion of?
Yes. And you get bragging rights.
Oh, BRs.
Yes.
Cool.
Not BPs, blood pressure points. We got BRs.
Right. From the BBQs.
Why does Pokemon have to make an acronym out of everything?
PKMN, you mean? Why does PKMN need to do that?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking through your attacks on these Pokemon. Nothing's like really jumping out at me. Is there anything that's spicy about this?
They're just a Terrapagos with Meteor Beam. I haven't encountered a single other Terrapagos with Meteor Beam on the games that I've had so far.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people kind of sleep on that move. Just you get a free +1 with a Terrapagos, and you just start Terra Star Storming literally everything. If that's not enough, you also have Fake Tears on Whimsicott to lower their special defense and really get those one-shots.
And how often does that happen? I asked
Very
before
often.
Editing this video.
Very, very often. Some games last less than 5 minutes.
How many games did you get?
I got 5
that
total.
first day. 5? Okay, that's cool.
5, and it took me 40 minutes. That's including intro and outro.
Wow.
And me messing up the intro 3 times.
That's a lot of stuff. That's you get one of those. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Pat on my back.
Okay. So, I mean, good job for Pierre creating such a good team.
Good job for Kevin.
Good job for Kevin for piloting. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's true. When you fly somewhere and you thank the pilot, you're not thanking the plane. Some people do.
Yeah.
Some people do. They're like,
the pilot didn't actually fly.
Yeah. You don't thank the person who built the plane. It's a very thankless job building a plane.
It's a very interesting quote to say "good machine" after the Boeing fiasco that recently happened and the door
where the door flew off. Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
The person who was building the door was like,
if you don't mind, I got a match to get ready for. Yeah.
So. Oh, that got him. Oh, that got him.
That killed me.
Cool.
Yeah. We're only laughing because no one was injured. Holy.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's very happy. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure people were injured, but no one was,
yeah.
0 HP.
It's fine. End of the day, the plane landed. The pilots, they did a great job, and everybody was like, wait.
That was inconvenient.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what everybody did. Yeah, cool. No, but the silence was there too, because everybody was like, is it okay? Are we good to clap? Okay. Whew. So yeah,
where are we going?
Where are we? So we talked about the overload. We talked about the plane. That was not on our notes. We talked about Petron. What did we just talk about? Blueberry Prologue, of course. Anything more to say about that? It was all good, right?
Yeah, it was decent. It wasn't horrible. Did you see that Ludicolo gif that I retweeted?
No.
It's funny. It's hilarious. It was actually a tweet by our friend Bruno that was really funny. He quote tweeted another Japanese Twitter.
Okay.
Chinese Twitter. Ochi Lab. It's just the crowd of people all doing the mochi dance, and then Ludicolo just like. You got to be watching the video version of this podcast.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. That's great. It's just standing there.
What's crazy is that Ludicolo was the one that would go like, go in. In this game, this is his dance.
Truly the biggest sadness in Scarlet and Violet, the biggest oversight was not having Ludicolo doing the dance. I mean, just do that a couple times so people can gif it.
If you're wondering, yes, this is an emote in the game after you finish.
Yeah, that's fair. I, honestly, looking at this video, I'm so glad that this is there. Now, is the purple smoke also a part of that dance?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
You have to bleed purple.
You have to.
Oh, you're talking about the emote? I have no idea. I haven't used the emote yet, but I did take a selfie with. I guess I won't tell you who, just in case you guys don't want any spoilers. I did take a selfie with someone doing the mochi dance.
Okay.
And that is now my new trainer card. I've replaced Iono, everybody. I'm sorry.
I think everybody.
1 year in.
At this point, everybody is looking for that next great selfie after that one fiasco where Kieran, where you could take a selfie with Kieran being all defeated. Yeah, that's the one. You got to say something, otherwise Autopod won't move it over, and I won't remember.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say something.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Great. So thank you for that. We've got two more things.
Thank you for yelling into the microphone, Kevin. Yeah. Thank you so much.
To where your girlfriend's gonna pop in and be like, "What was that?"
She knows what I do for a living.
That's fair.
I yell a lot more when I'm playing the ranked ladder, trust me.
Yeah, the only thing she hears are screams and Joy-Cons hitting walls and stuff.
This is soundproofed for a reason, so I can yell.
It's not fully soundproof. You can hear you screaming bloody murder.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I own the house.
From January 6th to 7th was Portland, Oregon regional championships. 502 Masters players were in attendance, and lots of them brought Wellspring Ogerpon.
We're getting 300 more at this next one?
Yeah.
No one likes Portland, I guess.
Well,
no one wants to go to Oregon. That's on the West Coast, by the way, Michael.
Oh, see, that's why.
Above California.
Right. I think Charlotte's location is in the sweet spot there, because then you get all the good people from like Orlando who want to play. You get all the people from New York who want to play. It's all like relatively.
This nice is technically the closest New York area one that isn't Toronto. And Toronto had a lot of people too, if I recall correctly. But that was international. It's harder for some people to go to.
Yeah. Some people don't have passports. Some people don't want to get passports. Some people can't get passports.
If you guys are going to Worlds, like, oh, I guess you don't need a passport to go to Hawaii, do you? Not if you're from the U.S. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm Canadian.
You do.
I still need to. I need to plan that trip. This is a big travel year for me. I might be going to Scotland this year, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Where? Okay. I like the Scottish accent. Have you seen
that's that? Not why I'm going, but yeah, me too. It's cool.
Have you seen that little that younger girl on TikTok that her parent drew on her face, and she's like, "It's not funny. I'm going to school."
Yeah, I'm going to
school.
Yeah,
it's not funny.
I wish I had soundboard things for all of these. Instead, I've got
physical Among Us. Now I wonder if the soundboard will know that's me. Oh no, I didn't know.
Nah, you're good. Don't worry about
it. Okay, it'll know it's you. The what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you never told us why you're going to Scotland. You just said I'm going.
I might just be going.
Okay, it's cold there.
Yeah, TBD on that one. We'll see how things go.
It's cold in Canada too.
It is cold in Canada.
Oh yeah, how's that winter storm for you guys? I just got a lot of rain and wind.
I hate it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you guys got snow?
We got so much snow. We got all the snow that we didn't get for the past like 6 months. Yeah. It was a green Christmas tomorrow. And now it's bad. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be getting snow tonight too.
I wonder what Montreal is like.
Yeah. Hey, Portland Regionals was a thing. Day 2 had 51% Fluttermane. Can you believe it?
Yes.
Actually,
yes, I can.
The top 4 are a little different than usual. It's Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, Urshifu, and Incineroar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a couple of different ones.
Different. Never seen them.
Where's Iron Hands? I think Iron Hands is like literally gone from everything. It's crazy.
Why are that? Yeah, people are just not playing it anymore. I was about to ask
It's
why, but I know exactly
1,
why
2,
it's
3,
called
4, 5,
Incineroar.
6. Yeah, it's not in the top 12 on either day. That's crazy.
No, I know.
But Urshifu is.
Yep.
Shocker.
Anything new there? I guess we've got Raging Bolt. That's a new one to the top 12 for day 2. Plus Entei.
For Farigiraf?
Just regular old Entei.
Yo, if you got a long neck, you made it in Regulation F. You just need a long neck. Both giraffes making it top 12. Not
One
bad.
might say that Fluttermane's whole body is a neck.
Fair.
I'd say that the neck stops when the chest begins, and a chest constitutes having arms. So if you don't have arms, you don't. No, that's not true.
Just think about this.
So we have the top players.
No, I won't.
No,
I won't think about this
I
anymore.
actually won't. I'm going back to this. Winner got 2024 Worlds Invite, 200 championship points, and $6,000. That was Alex Underhill. Chupa Cross, the 4th, came in 2nd. Congratulations, Chupa. Chupa's really killing it.
Yeah, I think Alex Underhill has also won recently in the past.
Yes,
so
of course.
Shout out to Alex, but Chupa has like actually been killing it this season. Like this is Chupa's season. I don't know what he's doing, but he's killing it.
Absolutely. And then 3rd and 4th, we've got Anton Galkin. Kokona is his in-game name. I don't know if I have mentioned him before. That feels like a new name to me.
Yeah, welcome to the top 4.
Yeah, and then Colin Hayer. Yeah.
I was going to say with the Screamtail, but we'll get to that soon.
Oh, we'll definitely get to that. And then Colin Hayer, whose in-game name is Echo. That's Battle Room.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Wow, I'm impressed. Great job, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what I'm surprised by, and if you scroll back down to the bottom and we look at like the day 2, the day 1 has not a single Dragonite to be seen, but day 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 6th top Pokemon in day 2 was Dragonite.
Wow.
And then as you can see in top 8, Dragonite. Holy. I don't know. I
gotta bring Chien-Pao Dragonite.
I don't know if you've been playing a lot of Regulation F recently.
I've been editing so much of it.
Yeah. Right now, priority moves are so annoying. And like, just look at any of these teams. You'll see E-Speed, you'll see Sucker Punches, you'll see Thunderclaps, you'll see... like, it's such a pain to deal with all of these priority moves.
Really?
Which is why, again, Farigiraf is in the top 12, because you kind of have no other choice.
I think for that, that's fair. For that reason, I want to shout out top 5, Brandon Davis, who came in with Indeedee Hatterene, which welcome back Indeedee Hatterene. But the big thing about that is just that Indeedee with Psychic Terrain now is so relevant when you've got things like Entei, when you've got things like Chien-Pao, when you've got things like Dragonite, when you got things like Raging Bolt. Having something that can shut down priority like Psychic Surge is so huge. But I think in the narrative here, the reason why it came top 5, or a part of my story and why it came top 5, is that while it's good in utility, it is lacking power. And Chien-Pao, Dragonite, Entei, those Pokemon, they just have so much raw power that even if you shut down their priority, they still have every other high attacking move that they can use. So you're almost like limiting them to the second best thing, which is still really close.
That's fair. I mean, all respect to Brandon for going 12-2 with Hard Trick Room. That is not an easy task at all.
100%. Wow.
Honestly, can we start with Brandon? Because I think Brandon's team is like unique enough, and I have a lot to say about it because it's very similar to what I'm probably going to be running for Charlotte.
Okay, so Brandon's team, Indeedee, Hatterene, Ursaluna, Torkoal, Gallade, and Urshifu. Dark Urshifu.
So the cool thing to start off, I mean, the red herring right away, Gallade. Gallade is legitimately probably a staple in Trick Room teams right now. It's actually crazy. So Glade gave me a newfound love for upper hand, because the big thing that typically hard Trick Room teams struggle against is people changing the terrain on us, primarily Rillaboom, and people changing the weather on us, primarily Tornadus. Tornadus also having spread moves, because you want to have the sun up for the Torkoal and you want to have the terrain up for the Indeedee and the Hatterene. So with upper hand, you're able to flinch them while they're on the field and really punish them for being on the field. And then if they bring in the terrain, then, you know, they get rid of your psychic terrain. You could just punch them in the face. The other cool thing is that Sacred Sword plus Sharpness Oko's Insins even at -1, and Oko's Oko's Insins at -1, Oko's King Gambits, Oko's Archaludons even at +6 because you ignore all the stats.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's
like
really
it's
good.
Perfect. Like you need to deal with dark types when you're running Indeedee and Hatterene. Glade fits that role really well.
They were really cooking when they made Sharpness, when they changed that this generation. Sharpness is really, really cool. Especially
and Glade speed is so awkward that it's like base 70, so it's technically still slower than Armarouge used to be. So it can work in Trick Room if you go min speed, and then you just run Clear Amulet on it, probably a Grass Terra in order to not get a Mungus Spored, and you just smack them with Psycho Cut and Psychic Terrain.
It's very cool.
There's so much damage, yeah.
On that note as well, another good point for hard Trick Room with Indeedee Hatterene. This is, you know, tale as old as time, but for people who are new to Indeedee Hatterene, this was a very popular strategy last generation as well, because when you drop down the Psychic Surge, obviously, yes, you can block the priority moves, but with Hatterene now, different than Armarouge from earlier this year, when you drop Hatterene, now you've also blocked utility moves like Spore. You block
and Taunt.
I want to say exactly. Taunt. I was going to say Stealth Rock, but nobody uses Stealth Rock. But you know, you limit their options even further, which is really helpful sometimes.
With the magic bounce, and now with Expanding Force. Also, it looks like Brandon was running a Stellar Terra Dersh as well.
Terra Dersh, okay.
Yeah, so in the set against Colin, in the first battle, Brandon led Dersh and Colin led Fluttermane. Brandon predicted Colin to Fairy Terra so that, you know, the Fluttermane can live the Wicked Blow, because otherwise Fluttermane can't take Wicked Blow that well.
Right.
So instead, Brandon went for the Stellar Terra Terra Blast, predicting that the Flutter would Terra and then one-shots the Flutter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really
big
cool.
mind game.
Because still really good to use Terra Blast with Stellar. Just changing that to physical for a Fluttermane, that's huge. That's really good. For the rest of the top four, I want to make the observation that prior to Regulation F, all we saw was
physical Among Us.
And now we're not only, but we're seeing quite a bit of physical still, but there's a lot more special and there's a lot less Among Us.
Yeah, we're leaning into more special attackers.
Top four has 0 Among Us factor in this one. That's wild.
Top 8 only has 1.
Yeah.
Total.
That's wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're playing Pokemon now. In fourth, that was Battle Room, Colin Hare, who brought in, let me open that up. We've got Fluttermane, Ogerpon, Wellspring. I want to say Ogre Spring, Wellpon.
Ogerpon.
Dragonite, Entei, Raging Bolt, and Shenpao. I love the fact that Entei and Raging Bolt are 2 Pokemon that's in there. It's Entei and Raikou, but it's not.
It's not, but it is.
I love Raging Bolt in this meta. I think I'm going to be probably bringing it to Charlotte. Just I love that thing so much.
That thing is really, it's so annoying to beat too.
Yeah,
a lot of the times, and it hurts. It hits like a truck with booster energy as well.
Because it's one of those Pokemon where if you give it booster energy, or even if you just give it Life Orb, dropping a Draco Meteor and dropping your harshly dropping your special attack, sometimes that's fine. You can still use things like Thunderbolt and Thunderclap and not really worry about your minus special attack just because you have so much.
Or if the Draco misses the KO, the Thunderclap can finish it. So
right.
there's always that option too. So this is pretty much balanced right now. This is balance. It does well. There's no speed control. Everything has a priority move except for Flutter Mane. And everything hits like an absolute truck is what this team is. And honestly, a lot of people are wondering, hey, why is Entei more used than Gouging Fire?
Oh, I don't think anybody's asking that question.
Yeah, I mean, Gouging Fire is a good Pokemon, has good stats, but it's so hard to compete with a Pokemon having Inner Focus, E-Speed, and Sacred Fire.
It's so good of a combination that you can run 2 Pokemon with like both of those things, with 2 out of 3 of those things, like Battle Room did. Dragonite and Entei are both Inner Focus Pokemon with extreme speed.
Yeah.
And like they're both great.
They're both next to Chen Pao and they both will hurt you. They're probably both normal Terra too.
Entei just has like this raw power that makes it so that you can run Assault Vest with it and still do a ton of damage. Plus then you've got your Dragonite, which doesn't admittedly have as much raw power to it, I don't think. But people run like
134 attack.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty low, dude. No, that's really good.
I don't know.
But it has such high attack actually then. So Choice Band just makes it obscene. Yeah, you want to maximize that. That's really cool. Entei with Assault Vest, Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Snarl, and Stomping Tantrum. You can run a little bit of utility on a fire Pokemon like you love to do.
Brother, just run that team.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, done.
And it's not physical. Wellspring Ogerpon really saw a resurgence. I think we talked about this last week too, but it's the Ogerpon.
Did you notice that every single Pokemon there's an Ogerpon on every single team in top 8 except for the Heart Trick Room team?
Oh yeah. It's true. We've got 5 Wellspring Ogerpon, 1 Teal Mask, and 1 Hearthflame.
Yeah.
Wild.
Interesting that we have the exact same amount of Teal Masks as Heart Flames in top. Like, because you remember when the game first, the DLC first dropped, it was Hearth Flames galore.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted Hearth Flames. Yeah. Because it's so easy to like pick up a new game, see new Pokemon, and just be like, oh, this one does the most damage. I want that one.
Yeah.
Because that's before all damage calcs exist. And then once the damage calcs start coming out, you're like, oh, that one's tanky and has the redirection and is an absolute nuisance, but can still do damage. I want that one.
Right.
And that's the Wellspring Mask.
In third was Anton Galkin, Kokona, who went in with a Goldengo, Regidrago, Ogre Spring, Wellpon, Incineroar, Tornadus, and Screamtail.
Shout out to like the coolest team in top 8.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
If I could give America's favorite team, I think I would give that award to this guy here.
Using a Screamtail in 2024 is wild. Booster energy, Dazzling Gleam, Disable, Encore, Protect. Just an absolute nuisance Screamtail set is what this is.
This is a team that to me seemed very well thought out. Like this person knew what the meta was, looked at what the meta was, and was like, how can I break that? This is a meta breaking team that was piloted really well.
The best way to beat other Pokemon is by stopping them from attacking.
As it turns out. Yeah. The Regidrago with Dragon Fang is fun, yeah.
I feel like Regidrago is such a weird Pokemon for me, specifically, because I feel like it is such a good Pokemon. It does get tournament results, but randomly. It's not like the vast majority realizes, oh, Regidrago is great, I'm going to use Regidrago on every team. It's like you got to be a special kind of mad lad to run Regidrago when Flutter Mane's at 51% usage, but somehow you can get top 8 with it if you're Anton, you know?
Well, if you're facing other people in the top 8 here, Flutter Mane only came 4 times.
That's still 50%, Michael.
That is still 50%. But if you're not facing a Flutter Mane, then like you win.
Are we going to pretend Anton dodged every Flutter Mane?
No, I think he dodged every Flutter Mane, actually. No, he's got the Goldengo for that. He's fine.
That's fair. Yeah.
All of his other Pokemon deal with Flutter Mane just fine, right? We've got
that's
like
a good point.
Ogre Spring. We've got Goldengo, and that's it. That's all you need.
But you know what? He has 3 Steel type Terras, so I guess that makes sense too.
I think he saw his weakness. Yeah.
I found it.
Can you imagine what Regidrago would be like if Dragon Shear was allowed right now?
Yeah, you'd run Incineroar.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Regidrago.
Yeah. If you run Incineroar with Dragon Cheer right beside a Regidrago, you use a Dragon Cheer, you use a Dragon Energy, you crit your Dragon Energies and make your opponents cry.
I have a complaint that like the most random Pokemon learn this move that have like no business learning Dragon Energy. Like, did you know Milotic learns it?
I mean, that's the most Dragonic water type out there, yeah.
Okay, did you know Lapras learns it?
Okay, that one's a little less.
I don't have another one.
Okay,
you, but
well,
just get random stuff. Did you know, fun fact, did you know that Iron Hands doesn't learn Upper Hand, but Hariyama does?
Oh. What was shown in the trailer? I feel like Iron Hands
Hariyama.
It was Hariyama? Really?
We just assumed that if Hariyama learns it, Iron Hands is going to learn it.
Physical.
So Iron Hands doesn't learn it, but Talonflame does, for example, I guess. There's no hands on that bird.
Lower feet. Upper hands, lower feet. Okay. Well, that's Anton. That's a really, really cool set. And big props to you for using that. I love the Tornadus with Rocky Helmet too. I don't see that's the only Tornadus in top 8 actually. Wow.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Who needs speed control, right?
It makes a lot of sense to have a Rocky Helmet user in with all of the what's their names? Chempao and Dragonites.
That's the thing. Rocky Helmet, like, okay, without spilling my beans too much.
Don't spill your
Rocky
beans.
Helmet on Indeedee is really, really nice because you at least punish the Chempao for taking away your terrain. And then you can hit him with the Dazzling Gleam the next turn and get rid of him for free.
Look at you. You're gaming.
Yeah, you got to punish him, man. Can't just let him take your terrain for no reason.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you're going to keep it that whole time or not.
I could have just let it go on for the full 10 seconds. It's great. Jump Across the Fourth came in with a Teal Mask Ogerpon, a Dragonite, Dondozo, Chempao, Glimmora, and Tatsugiri. Love seeing Glimmora. I feel like every time we see a Glimmora, it's there for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, Glimmora with the Toxic Debris really, really kind of locking in the long game, right?
Yeah.
Because you lead Glimmora on a Dozo team, you set up poison on the enemy side of the field, and then the Dondozo just come in and live for the rest of the game. That's typically what happens, and the slow bleed effect will happen. Also, Meteor Beam is on Glimmora's now.
Yes.
They got a better rock move.
That's true, because they were forced to use Power Gem before.
Yeah.
So
now they got Meteor Beam with Power Herb.
Power Herb. Wow, which boosts your Sludge Bombs as well. That's pretty good.
How much special attack does that thing get? I feel like I've never had to look it up before.
Like never really looked up Glimmora.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. It's new. It's got 130 base special attack. That's
a lot.
A lot.
Whoa.
Maybe we're all sleeping on Glimmora a little.
Whoa.
We've got 83 attack, 90. It's base 525 with 55 attack.
That's legitimately really well distributed.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we are sleeping on Glimmora.
It's entirely possible.
Its typing sucks. Maybe that's why. That's why we slept on it.
I think that's actually why, yes. but I mean,
honestly,
hey, Chuppa went and showed.
A base 130 special attack Pokemon using a base 120 stab rock move that gets a +1 after once you use it. That's
And again,
that's a big one-hit wonder.
For sure. And to the point of things that counter, I guess, extreme speed, or at least punish extreme speed a little bit. We've already mentioned the Rocky Helmet on Indeedee. We've mentioned the Rocky Helmet on Tornadus. This is another Glimmora is another Pokemon that punishes those really high priority but not as high attack kind of moves.
Chuppa also running Rocky Helmet on Dondozo, another Rocky Helmet appearing here. It seems like Rocky Helmet's just becoming a staple on most teams because of how many Focus Sashes are running around with the Chenpaos.
Yeah. Breaking Chenpaos, yeah, I think that's kind of what everybody's focusing on here. Because we've got two spiky shields. There are two spiky shields on this team.
Oh, that's also true.
Glimmora, wow. I think we might be onto something with this.
Breaking Sashes is good, guys.
Yeah, it turns out.
Turns out. Yeah, this Ogerpon is meant specifically to destroy Incineroar. Holy. It's crazy having a grass type that can destroy Incineroar, but with Covert Cloak and with Superpower and with Defiant, you are literally there to destroy Incineroar.
Right. Yeah,
Let me hurt
that's
you.
True.
Bop.
See, but I think that's usually Wellspring. Not even Wellspring. Yeah, because that doesn't have Defiant. I was about to say that's Wellspring Ogerpun's job, but I think this Ogerpun can probably do that as well.
Because Instant is actually very annoying for Dondozos. That's why a lot of Dondozos for a while were running Clear Amulet. But when you're running Clear Amulet, people can punish you with like Urshifus multiple times, right? With you terastallizing and then them hitting you with Surging Strike. So now you can run Rocky Helmet and punish them with that.
I guess there are pros and cons to running Grass Ogerpun and Grass Water Ogerpun against an Incineroar specifically. Because with the Grass Ogerpun, you can put on a different item, but you're weak to Flare Blitz, but you have another attack that can break an Incineroar anyway. Plus you have Defiant, giving you the +1 at least for that. Huh. I'm not sure exactly which one is more useful overall. I mean, the stats would suggest that it's Wellspring Ogerpun, but
the Chupa Cross would suggest that it's not.
Might be onto something with this. I think it's only good if you don't have another water type on your team already, or if you don't have specifically Dondozo.
Is it crazy that we're like 6 series in and Dondozo is still taking top cut appearances?
Yes.
That Pokemon has like survived the test of time and there's still Dondozo is an archetype. It has like, you got Psy Spam, you got Good Stuffs, you got Tailwind, you got Sunroom. Dondozo itself with Tatsugiri is an archetype.
Yeah.
You have like this kind of flavor of team. 222 Dozo is very common. And this is, I guess you can call this a 222 Dozo because you got Dozo Tatsugiri, Pow Knight, and then Ogerpun Glamora as a couple. I don't know.
Right. And for those who didn't pick up from that, 222 is just pair, and pair. Dondozo Tatsugiri.
Lead.
Yeah, exactly. Or lead and backup kind of thing. Because Dondozo Tatsugiri, you're often not going to run that as your lead unless you're like so confident. But yeah, it is there. But yeah, really cool for Chupa Cross for coming in second here with this. Alex Underhill won using Dragonite, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, Entei, Ogre Spring Wellpun, and Chen Pao.
This smells like Colin and Alex were team building together. I think this is identical.
Is this actually identical? Am I just... Yeah, it is. It is identical.
Yeah, it's identical.
Oh, I was about to treat it like a completely different team.
No, it's not.
But it's not. Yeah, I mean, then we've already talked about it, but it's a really, it's a
well-balanced team. Yeah.
Now,
if you're trying to get on the ladder.
What do I want to use? What do I want to use?
What stuck out to Mikey today? Do you want to be a bozo?
I don't think I ever want to be a bozo.
Yeah, I know. I went 1-4 within Toronto. I don't think I want to be a bozo again either.
I think it's very easy to get overconfident with Dondozo Tatsugiri. Just like
you want to Psy Spam with me?
Seeing it consistently like pop up there up at the top, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll use it. But then I think a lot of people have that same thought and then they don't do well. Do I want to be a Psy Spam user? No, I don't think I do.
You know what's looking at this top 8, what's crazy is that Tornadus was used the exact same amount of times as Latias.
I do love Latias. Latias has a very special place in my heart.
Ryan Haig got 7th place with it.
He did. I do.
Missed ball.
Maybe it's not. The rest of that team, I like. Maybe looking at it in 7th place, I'm looking at it with a bit of a negative lens, but
7th out of 500 and something.
I know, right? Yeah.
11-3 in Swiss is still better than any of us have ever done.
Yeah, if I could get 7th using this team, I think I'd be okay with that. Yeah. It's just the King Gambit for me. Like, I love King Gambit as a Pokemon. I feel like I don't perform well in things with King Gambit. I feel like that's a trap for me.
Game. Yeah.
I'm always
King
like,
Gambit
I want to bring up the King Gambit, and then I lose with it.
You want a Raging Bolt anyway.
Yeah, I do.
Man, just call Colin and Alex. Be like, hey yo, you got the rental?
Hey yo, I heard that team was pretty good. Can I borrow that? Yeah.
You're not planning on using this for Charlotte, right?
Right, exactly. I do like the idea of Raging Bolt and Incineroar on the same team, and I do like that Jose Vasquez did accomplish that. Coming 8th.
Let me point a team out to you that looks like a very Mike team. Luca Paz, 11th place.
Okay.
Ran Gyarados as their intimidator.
Ooh,
kind of as their anti-Ensign. And also has a Raging Bolt there for you.
I like Raging Bolt. I do.
And also, that isn't the first instance of Gyarados. We have Abdullah, Sempra VGC, who also ran that same team, it seems.
Oh, and he's from Canada.
Yes.
Okay.
20th place.
I can be convinced this is the exact same team.
Yeah, they're two very good players. They're both very good players. They probably built together too.
Right. All right. Well, okay. I'll look at it. I'll consider it. I do see a ton of Urshifus. Oh my gosh. Just scrolling down that day 2 list is just Urshifu, physical.
You know what's crazy? If you look at this top 8, I know we're going back and forth a lot. We have more Dershes than Watershes. Physical.
What's that?
We have more Dershes than Watershes in top. Actually, they're all Dershes. Not a single Watersh in top 8.
Fred Dersh is here?
Yeah. Dersh is the new meta, folks.
So tell me, let's circle back to this Farigiraf business here. Because when I look at the use of Farigiraf in this tournament, I'm seeing it with teams where I don't really see a lot of other like high meta Pokemon. Like this one here from Luke Bauer. Oh, that's Jin. Jin
that's
Furai.
Jin. Yeah.
That he's bringing the Enamorous Therian. Like that's cool.
Jin, he's a Heart Trick Room player.
That's true.
Heart Trick Room, I feel like, uses a lot of different Pokemon than the meta is used to seeing, like Gallade, for example, like Enamorous, for example.
Right.
I guess the most common team with Farigiraf on it that you'd see often is kind of that 2-2-2 team in 14th place with Dylan's team.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of running Farigiraf next to the Blurs. Blurs and Farigiraf are kind of a couple.
Yeah.
Right. If you bring in Farig, you can bring a Blurs and probably be okay. The other stuff that he has on this team, you got the Pow Knight as well.
Yeah.
Followed by a Watersh and a Rillaboom. It's just good stuffs and Farigiraf. I know you edited that video that I had, my Minior video. Yeah. You remember how good Jeffrey was for me?
Jeffrey was great. Minior, I was just going to get wrecked by Thunderclaps galore. And I was like, here's my Giraffe. And they wouldn't be able to. I wanted to ask, was that a Toys R Us reference?
I don't know. I didn't nickname it. The actual Pokemon was called Jeffrey.
Oh, okay. Because that's why Jeffrey the giraffe is the mascot for Toys R Us.
Alex, you splashed. Was that the reference? Let us know.
Do let us know. Also, big shout out to Ryan PB Hebert. I've seen him in a couple of regionals before, but he also did really well, 36th place, with a Smeargle and a Farigiraf.
Smeargle.
Wonder if it's Hebert or Hebert.
How much do you like stalling? Do you like Iron Defense body press stuff? Because I'd recommend Registeel to you.
I am getting
Registeel did me wonder.
I am kind of getting used to setting up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I've been playing a ton of random battles recently. And one of the biggest things that you can do in random battles is finding a good time to set up. So that's been decent practice for me for that.
Yeah, Registeel with Clear Body and Water Terra.
Clear Body Audi.
It's legit. Yeah, it's actually really good.
Okay.
I had good experiences with it when I played on the channel. Those are the easiest games of my life, dude.
It's just setting up and not dying.
It doesn't go down. It's so funny just watching it stay there forever. Like you're like what takes care of you when you're a water type at +6?
I don't know. I guess.
Well, the answer is only Raging Bolt, but
yeah.
then you have redirection on that team, so you're fine.
Well, there you go. You countered yourself and then immediately was like, no, actually, no.
There's 2 Pokemon on the field. Thank you very much.
All right. I think that's good. That's a pod.
We made it. We did it.
We did it.
Time to get my peanut butter cheeseburger.
Peanut butter cheeseburger. Bacon. This time next week, we are going to be in transit for North Carolina.
Yeah, Oh, yeah, we changed the date of our thing, and we forgot that we have things to do while we go places.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure something out. Yeah, Kevin's stumped, and so am I. We're going to figure something out.
This used to not be a problem.
This used to very much not be a problem.
Now it's a problem again.
Yeah.
I guess we could do the old school way, but
What if we did the pod there?
you got to bring mics. Wait.
Yeah, I have those little DJI guys.
I got a new brain idea.
Oh, big brain.
Because Fridays we don't do anything anyway for regionals, right?
Correct.
It's Saturday, Sunday. So is there a pod studio in Charlotte? Probably.
Okay.
Oh, but
we'll
then
look
it wouldn't be uploaded until the fall.
It doesn't matter if it's a day late. The people understand it's going to be a live pod.
It'll be special.
Hopefully. So either it'll be super special or it'll be two of us in our Airbnb just chatting with each other with my laptop camera. Yeah.
We'll figure that out. Yeah. Either the greatest thing you've seen or the worst thing you've seen.
You know how at the beginning when I was like, oh, these kids these days, they've got like the cool LED lights and stuff. And us, we live in so far away, so we can't do that. The time that we're actually together, it's the worst version of the thing that we do. Cool. All right. Well, if you want to go and check something out, go on to youtube.com/@Pokésports, and you'll be able to find all of the videos that Kevin has been in the past little bit for regulation.
I got an idea.
What?
The Airbnb we're going to has a hot tub. We could have a hot tub podcast.
This will absolutely not be a hot tub stream.
Outside in 20-degree weather.
Long overdue. Yeah.
20-degree Fahrenheit weather, excuse me. I know that 20-degree probably sounds great to you. No, it's bad.
I mean, it's better than here.
It's lower than 0 for you.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
That's okay. So yeah, go and check out YouTube. That's where we do all of our stuff these days. If you want to go somewhere else to see some other stuff, you can go over to Patreon, patreon.com/Pokésports, where we put out even more content and videos and stuff. I hate the word content. It feels icky.
The way that I say it is if you need more Pokésports in your life.
Yeah, that's
check out these places.
Yeah.
You need more of us.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next week, folks. Bye-bye.
Peace out. Scarlet Bound. Charlotte and Violet.
Charlotte and